Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Linda Joy Rose of rawfusionliving.com on behalf of livingtreecommunity.com, and we're going to be making an extra special recipe today. Imagine eating your chocolate with kale. Kale is number 1,000 on the Andes scale. That is about as high of a nutritional value as you can get in any food, and then you mix it with a real pure cacao powder that they have at livingtreecommunity.com, and you have brain food. You have food for every part of your body. We're also going to use some of their fabulous tahini. When you blend the sesame butter with the chocolate, it brings this wonderful delicacy like halva, which is a Jewish and a Middle Eastern delicacy, and then we're going to use their great agave nectar. So let's get started with chocolate kale sesame chips. You won't be able to hold on to these in your house. Okay, we're going to start with an extra virgin coconut oil, about 2 tablespoons as the base. And then we're going to use some of Living Tree Community's incredible tahini, which is a sesame paste. And that's about 2 tablespoons. And about a teaspoon of alcohol-free vanilla extract. And we're going to use the agave from Living Tree Community, about 4 tablespoons. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, which is good for bringing the flavors of the chocolate up. And of course, the cacao powder from Living Tree Community. I'm going to blend it together with the wire whisk to make a paste. Okay, we've got our paste now. Okay, we're going to use a curly kale because this is the kind of kale that's going to hold the chocolate batter a lot better. And you want to break it away as much as possible from the rib. If you get the ribs in there, they get kind of hard and they're not pleasant at all. And you can keep them in fairly large sizes because they're going to shrink down a lot in the dehydrating. So you just take a little bit of a handful and you'll start out, you can just take some of the chocolate or dip it in the chocolate and you just start to rub it in there. And as you get the chocolate on there, there's going to be kind of some extra, so you can bring some extra in there. Let's get it all kind of covered up. Mush it in together, and then spread it out. You'll probably, for one bunch of kale, you'll probably need 2 of these dehydrator sheets. And we're going to put it on parchment because the parchment paper is going to speed up the drying process a lot. I'm going to get rid of these and just show you. So let's pretend that we've gotten this whole batch done. You're going to just take a little spoon with some fresh sesame seeds. These are unroasted. And just sprinkle a little on. Maybe a little bit more than you'd think because some of them are going to fall off anyway. These are going to go in the dehydrator and it's going to be for about 5 or 6 hours on the parchment paper. Afterwards you will put them, when they're dry enough, you'll put them on the screens and you'll dry them the rest of the time, depending on how dry that you want them. It would dry probably for about 12 hours. What we do afterwards is we put these in the freezer and they're just amazing. They just melt in your mouth. And I'm going to show you what they look like when they're finished. We're going to put these in the dehydrator and take out a batch. And here we go. These are the finished kale chips. Now, it's probably a smaller batch than I started with because my husband has the habit of going in throughout the night in the room that we have the dehydrator and sneaking pieces out. He loves them. They melt in his mouth. We also put these in the freezer too. They'll store for up to 4 months in the freezer, and they're fantastic if you have a sugar or chocolate craving. Just 1 or 2 will fulfill that craving. As a matter of fact, if you go to rawfusionliving.com and check out my books, Raw Fusion, Better Living Through Living Foods, I have a whole series of kale chips and many ideas for craving conquerors, as well as sensible sweeteners. So much information. If you want to blend the incredible benefits of a raw foods lifestyle with the comfort and the convenience of mainstream meals, rawfusionliving.com. Check it out. I would like to thank our sponsors, livingtreecommunity.com, for their fantastic ingredients that we used in our chocolate sesame kale chips. Check out rawfusionliving.com. We're going to be selling these right on the website too. Thank you.